It is 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. I just got done with my leg workout, and let me tell you something. During this workout, I got into squats, right? The squats were hard, but I still had a good lift. So after I got done with squats, I felt exhausted. Like I got up at 4:45 a.m. like I do every single day now, and I slept good, but it was still early. I was just exhausted after squats. I only had my pre-workout meal, which usually is enough to give me energy for the workout. But on leg day, I don't know. It's kind of different. Anyways, I finished with squats, right? I'm exhausted, and my next exercise are Bulgarian split squats on the Smith machine, like full intensity, right? Whenever I'm going to the gym, in my head, I always want to give 100%. Like I'm leaving no reps in the tank except for when I'm training for powerlifting, so SPD, right? I get done with squats and I'm thinking to myself like, fuck man, this is gonna fucking suck, I already envision in my head how I'm going to be under like 2.5 plates per side on the Smith machine on Bulgarians. And I get in there and wow, like I do 4 reps or so. The weight is starting to weigh down on me, like it's starting to crush me. And in my head, my mind is telling me like, stop, you gotta stop, like don't go for another rep, this is going to be too hard. But what I did was I blocked out that fucking voice in my head. I blocked it out. I went for another rep and then for another rep after that, and those reps were hard. Like I barely got the weight up, but I got it up. I succeeded. I conquered my mind in that very moment. And sometimes it's not just about coming out on top physically, but mentally when you're at the gym. It's not just a physical battle, it's a mental battle. Every single time you come to the gym, it's a mental battle. And the more you start to conquer your mind in the gym, the more you can block out that voice, the more you can just keep on going when it gets hard in here. This will translate to other areas of your life as well. When you can keep going, when you can keep showing up, even when you don't want to go to the gym. Like for example, this YouTube video, like I did not want to take this YouTube video after the workout. The workout was crazy exhausting, but I'm still here because this is what I want to do. This is the person that I want to be. I want to be on YouTube. I want to talk to you guys to share my experiences with you. So I pulled out my phone, set it up, and obviously I could have just gone home and made my breakfast and did my stories on Instagram and whatnot, but I'm here to share this experience with you because I think it's important and it can help you guys get better, improve your life as well. So that's what I'm saying. Whenever that voice is in your head telling you to stop, telling you to not do something, don't listen to it, ignore it. Do what you have to do in order to become the person that you want to be. It's simple when you look at it that way, right? But you have to persevere. You have to block out that voice all the fucking time. And the more you do that, the more you turn into that version of yourself that you could be. I talked about this with one of my clients yesterday. He was texting me and he was like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. I just don't feel like it. I'm like, why? Like, what's up? Why don't you feel like going to the gym? And he just said, I don't know. I don't feel like it. I feel unmotivated. And I told him straight up that it's not about motivation, right? It's never about motivation. There's days where you have all the motivation in the world. There's days where you don't have any motivation, where you feel like shit, where you don't want to do stuff. But on those days, that's when it matters the most. That's when you have to keep showing up. Because as I said in my last video, if you let your mind win that game all the time, it will conquer you. And you are not in the driver's seat anymore. You want to be in control of your life. You don't want your mind to be in control of you. You want to have full control over everything in your life. And that's one of the reasons also, I'm going into detail now, right? That's one of the reasons I cut out weed out of my life completely, like 4 or 5 years ago. So to give you the whole story, I was addicted. I started smoking at the age of 16 or even 15, I think. Those were like the first couple of times, and it turned me into I don't even know how to describe it. It turned me into the worst version of myself you could possibly imagine, right? I was lazy. I didn't have any confidence. I just wanted to stay home all the time. It affected my social life. It affected my school. It affected my sports performance, even though sports were always such an important part of my life, right? I was always passionate about sports. I was always chasing goals in that aspect. Even that, weed affected it in a bad way, right? And I was trapped in that endless cycle of smoking every day, before I went to bed. I couldn't sleep without the weed, so I was super addicted to it. And in another video I can go deeper into that, but at some point I quit. I knew I had to quit. In my head I was constantly thinking, you have to quit in order to get out of this situation. You have to quit in order to reclaim your life, because the weed had control over me, over my life. It was controlling my whole life, and I didn't have any control over it. So at some point I just said fuck it. I gotta quit, and I did. And that's when I started conquering my life again. That's when I started being in the driver's seat again. That's when my mind cleared up. All the brain fog disappeared. I had a vision. I had a new goal. I found a new passion with the gym, and I just followed through on that. And I think that's another thing that you have to do in your life. You have to be passionate about what you do on a daily basis. If you aren't passionate about something that you do, why are you even waking up in the morning? What is the point of going about your days, right? To be in the driver's seat, to be in control, you have to do what you love. If you wake up every morning and you go to a job that you don't fucking like, and you just go about your day and waiting for it to be over, and then you can go home and then you can watch your favorite TV series and order some pizza, is that really how life is supposed to be like? Is that really how your life should be going? I don't think so. I think you should have full control over what you do in your life. You should listen to your heart. You should block out all the voice from outside people, from people giving you their opinion, from what society wants you to be. You got to block all of that stuff out. Listen to your heart. Listen to yourself. Find what you're passionate about, what you're truly passionate about, and then follow on that path. Follow that passion. For me, that was the gym, that was fitness, that was helping other people. And I turned that into my profession. And I'm still building, I'm still expanding, I'm still getting better at working with others, I'm still getting better at the gym, with my routine, with everything. So, and I wake up every morning at 4:45, and I love that, because I know in my head that this is what I want to do. I wake up, I get to go to the gym first thing in the morning after I do my Bible study, and then I can communicate with my clients, I can check in on them, I can help them accomplish their goals. And it just makes me happy. It just truly makes me happy. And you got to find something that makes you happy as well. And if you don't, I just don't see the point of, maybe being secure, maybe having a good job, but not being happy with what you do. And if you're truly passionate about something, you will be successful with that, because you're going to approach this whole thing with just the right mindset. It's hard to describe. I'll probably be able to do it in another video, but life gets easy. Life gets easier when you're passionate about something. Life gets easier when you do the stuff that you love on a daily basis, and you will be more successful than you would ever be doing a job that you hate, just climbing up the career ladder like that. Okay, that's it for today. I do have my post-workout protein shake that I'm gonna down right now. I have this every single morning after my workout because it helps me get my protein in. And there is like a little bit of time between me going back from the gym, showering, and then eating my breakfast. So I just want to stimulate my muscle protein synthesis with this protein shake real quick after my workout. And if you're struggling with that, start implementing this into your daily routine. It makes it so much easier. If you have any questions, if you feel like you're stuck, if you need help with fitness, with your mindset, with whatever it is, reach out to me on Instagram. I will get back to you. I will answer all of your DMs, all of your questions. You can also comment on this YouTube video, and make sure to leave a follow so you don't miss any of those real talks or other videos I'm going to make in the future. Take care, guys. I love you.